Charles has spent a large part of his life campaigning for and warning against the dangers of climate change. Last week, he delivered a message to schoolchildren at Five Islands Academy on the Isles of Scilly about how the archipelago faces the greatest risk of climate change in the UK. It came as the island experienced its hottest spell of weather anyone in the region could remember. Before this, he attended the G7 summit, urging world leaders to draw up more pressing plans and act on their existing promises to curb the sharp increase in global temperature. Charles' decades-long effort culminated in his 2019 royal tour in which he travelled to India, New Zealand and the Solomon Islands to speak on climate change and conservation, only to be overshadowed by his brother, Andrew. Russell Myers, the Daily Mirror's royal editor, claims Charles was, as a result, furious. He made the claim during the podcast, Pod Save the Queen, hosted by Ann Gripper, and claims, Charles was obviously furious that his brother had made this decision, dragged not only his name, but the royal family's name completely through the mud. And totally overshadowed Charles's tour where he was talking about very important issues like climate change. It didn't even get a look in because of the scandal kicking off at the time. Some of the work during the Prince's tour included meeting volunteers who are clearing plastic waste from New Zealand's coast, and visiting a breeding colony of endangered seabirds. Charles' tour was from November 13 to 25. In the middle of this came Andrew's bombshell interview with BBC Newsnight's Emily Maitlis, on November 16. As soon as Charles touched down at Heathrow after his tour, he headed straight for Sandringham where he consulted with Prince Philip. Mr. Myers went on to detail the following crisis lunch that the Prince of Wales held with his brother, who he summoned to take up the 140 miles from Windsor to Sandringham. He said, Charles summoned Andrew to Sandringham. They have had this showdown, that was widely reported, to be coming, the week before last when Charles was still away on his tour. Some of the aides were frantically suggesting that that wasn't going to happen. And, lo and behold, it has happened. As we were rightly saying. Ms. Gripper referenced reports in The Sun, in which a royal source claimed, it was all very civilized and calm, but Charles calmly read him the Riot Act and told him there was no way back for him in the near future. Andrew thought he was being treated harshly, as nothing has yet been proved against him. But he accepted the decision. He really had little choice. Andrew has largely been relegated to the background since the controversy. He has denied all allegations made against him.